Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to BD Views. I am Mursaleen Siddiqui. Bangladesh stands at a historic crossroads. As the 13th national parliamentary election on February 12 approaches, the air is thick with a mix of festive hope and underlying tension. For the 127 million voters ready to cast their ballots, this isn't just a political contest. It is a battle for the very soul of the country's democratic future. While the chief advisor, Professor Muhammad Yunus, has expressed satisfaction with the preparations, he hasn't minced words about the gravity of the situation. The challenge now is to make it perfect. Behind the scenes, intelligence reports paint a complex picture of modern threats. We are no longer just looking at traditional booth capturing. We are facing a war of perception. From digital rumors and power grid sabotage to the rise of shadowy extremist groups, the risks are diverse. Today, we break down the challenges, the massive security mobilization, and why the neutrality of the military and law enforcement is the only wall standing between order and chaos. The intelligence community has identified 4 primary tactical irregularities, designed not necessarily to change the winner, but to make the results unbelievable. The duplicate ballot strategy. Report suggests certain groups may attempt to introduce high-quality counterfeit ballots into boxes at specific centers. While the probability is rated as medium, the impact is high. Even a few hundred fake ballots can lead to legal deadlocks and public protests, questioning the legitimacy of the entire constituency. The digital information war. This is perhaps the most dangerous frontier. Security officials warn that the election is being fought more online than on the ground. Agents or provocators with mobile phones could spread viral lies, fake news of attacks, rumors of suspended voting, or doctored videos of rigging. In a high-density country like ours, a 1-minute viral lie can trigger a riot. Power sabotage. There is a specific warning regarding attacks on electrical transformers near sensitive polling stations. The goal? To plunge the counting hall into darkness. In the dark, transparency vanishes and the opportunity for ballot snatching increases. The government has already recommended rechargeable lights for all 42,779 centers. The micro-violence model. Instead of large-scale riots, extremists may use micro-violence, small localized clashes using crude weapons like sticks and spears. This is designed to create a social panic, discouraging women and elderly voters from coming out, thereby lowering the turnout and weakening the mandate. Beyond political rivalry, a darker threat looms. Intelligence agencies are monitoring a potential network calling itself Tehrik-e-Taliban Bangladesh, or TTB. Whether this is a structured organization or just branding to spread fear remains to be seen, but the intent is clear: to sabotage the democratic process. The Keraniganj signal. The recent explosion in Keraniganj is being treated as a test signal. Investigators found evidence of bomb making, with reports suggesting up to 85 bombs may have been prepared for multi-location symbolic blasts. These are not meant for mass casualties, but for high psychological impact. They want the voter to think, is it safe to go out today? Cyber activists on platforms like Telegram and Facebook. Extremist propaganda is labeling the election as unacceptable to incite lone wolf attacks. This digital threat targets the youth, trying to radicalize them into disrupting local booths. However, security experts believe that while the risk is high, it is preventable through proactive surveillance. To counter these threats, the government has authorized a massive security deployment. Nearly 900,000 personnel are moving into position to create a security blanket across the 299 constituencies. Also active will be on the ground the military shield. Over 108,000 members of the Army, Navy, and Air Force are already on the ground. Their presence is the ultimate deterrent against armed insurgencies. The police and BGF. 157,000 police officers and 37,000 BGB members are securing the borders and internal transit points. The technology edge. For the first time, 25,700 body-worn cameras have been issued to officers. The chief advisor himself recently tested these cameras via a live link, ensuring that every movement at sensitive centers is recorded in real time. The Election Suraksha app. A dedicated app has been launched for security officials. Much like its successful use during Durga Puja, this app allows for instant reporting of disturbances, triggering a rapid response from the nearest strike force. The success of February 12 depends on one word: neutrality. Analysts agree that the SOPs and technology mean nothing if the law enforcement agencies are not seen as impartial. The military's role is crucial here. As a symbol of national trust, their presence must ensure that no candidate, regardless of their party, can exert undue influence. The power of the voter. Ultimately, the greatest response to sabotage is participation. As the chief advisor noted, the goal is to make this election historic through a festive atmosphere. High voter turnout, especially among the 62 million women voters, is the strongest antidote to extremist plots. When people crowd the booths, the shadows of doubt and the plans of saboteurs disappear. The risks are real, from power cuts to fake news, but they are manageable. With 400 foreign observers and 500 local observers watching, the world is looking at Bangladesh. This is more than an election. It is a test of our resilience. On February 12, the answer to every conspiracy will be found in the silence of the voting booth and the ink on the voter's thumb. As the sun sets on this historic chapter, the resilience of the people remains the ultimate victor. Challenges were many, but the collective will for a transparent future proved stronger than any sabotage. This election was not just about choosing leaders. It was about reclaiming trust. Now, the nation moves forward, united by the power of a single peaceful vote. That's all for today. Stay safe, stay healthy, and keep watching BD Views. If you find our reports insightful, please subscribe to our channel. Allah Hafiz.